This is Proscriptor McGovern of ABSU, and you are listening to The Age of Metal.
Hey everyone, Victoria here with The Age of Metal. I'm here with Proscriptor of ABSU. How are you today?
I'm doing exceptionally well. This is the first time ABSU has appeared in the state of Arizona after 22 years of existence, and we're immensely excited for tonight's performance of mythological occult metal.
Really? Your first time in Arizona?
Very first time after 22 years we finally made it to the state of Arizona.
Oh, finally, it's about time.
Yes.
So for someone that's never heard your music before, how would you describe it?
Well, I like to categorize it as mythological occult metal. On a musical basis, it's a concoction between black death, thrash, traditional heavy metal, and progressive music. And the lyrics are extremely esoteric, dealing with subjects of Thelemic magic, Gnosticism, metaphysical nihilism, and mythologies such as Mesopotamian, Sumerian, Assyrian, and Celtic mythology.
Wow, that's quite a mouthful. So, where did this all start? Like all this magic-related lyrics? Did you have any of that when you were younger, or where did it all start from?
Pretty much started at the age of 12. I was very fascinated by mythology, like I mentioned earlier, but I started delving into hallucinogenic substances, which opened my mind's eye to understand occult science and magic a little more thoroughly than the normal mortal. And I just became very fascinated by it, and used that as an outlet for the lyrical conception behind ABSU's music.
Very cool. So not only are you the singer, but you're also the drummer. Did you kind of plan that out, or was that more like it didn't have a drummer, so you kind of thought you'd take that position?
When I initially joined the band, I'm actually not the original drummer, but I was in previous bands with some of the ex-members of ABSU before they chose that band moniker in 1991. So when I joined, I was strictly just the percussionist, and noticed that I needed to step forward with the vocal patterns, and since I am the chief lyricist of the band, it's easier for me to sing since I structure all the lyrical patterns around the music. So more or less, to answer your question, it was kind of an accident. Now it's just very first nature for me to do it.
Oh, very cool. So you guys have had a lot of lineup changes?
Correct.
So, and I also heard of this period of 4 years where you guys didn't play at all. What happened there?
It was in January of 2003. Basically, ABSU went on hiatus, and during that time I felt that it was appropriate for the band to go on a recess, and during that time I did session work for other bands, started a label, and started doing post-production work such as mastering for other bands and labels. And then I decided that after 4 years it was time for me to do what I do best, and that's singing and playing simultaneously in ABSU. So I contacted the original members and told them that I was wanting to put the band back together. They both declined the invitation, so I brought in a couple of other members. But anyway, there's been a lot of lineup changes since the resurrection of ABSU. But now it is myself, Vishkin on guitar, and Azizu, co-vocalist and bass player, and I must admit that this is probably the strongest, most stalwart lineup in ABSU's playing live history.
Oh, that's good to hear. You said something about starting a record label?
Oh, I did start one back in 2002, but I have dissolved it as of last year. So, and it was called Tarot Productions, so it is no longer in activation mode.
So your newest album came out in 2011. Are you having any plans of starting any new ones?
Yes, we have 5 to 7 songs, which have we've started composing and arranging them. They're not all done, but the next album will be called ABSU, which is the Sumerian spelling of the band moniker. looking for a 2014 anticipated release, and what we're going to do with this album is have 15 to 17 songs, which is very unusual for that kind of album within our discography, because most of our songs are very long, epic pieces, but we're trying to do something different within the discography and go for more black and white, shorter duration songs. So that's all I can tell you at the moment.
That's very exciting. Can't wait to hear it. So is this probably like the fourth album named ABSU, or a different spelling? Or
The forthcoming? The forthcoming will be the third.
Oh, okay.
There's the self-titled ABSU, which is the English translation of the band name. Released in 2009, 2011 is ABZU, which is the Mesopotamian spelling of the primum mobile and abyss. And then, like I said, the forthcoming album in 2014 will be APSU, the Sumerian spelling.
Does the spelling of the album does it like reflect the album, like the mythology that's going to be in it?
Well, my objective, and I planned this many, many years ago after the release of Terra, which came out in 2001, is I wanted to release the same self-titled album 3 times, but I wanted to differentiate it with the slight changing of spellings for all 3 of them. So, like I said, one's English, one's Mesopotamian, and the last one will be Sumerian. So it's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. It's somewhat puzzled our audience, but then again, ABSU's been puzzling audiences for over 2 decades now, so this is nothing out of the ordinary.
Well, we're very excited to hear it, and we're really excited for the show tonight, so good luck, and thanks for talking with us.
Thank you, I appreciate it very much.